Hold on! Why is my thing not catch? Oh, because I moved myself. I forgot that I did this. Look, it's me. Sometimes, you spend favor, and I give you a wink wink hand in D&D. Anyways, moving on. Haha, funny meme.
Hi.
Wait, I don't have
What about
items, I
hands?
can't link.
Don't put your hands down everyone else's pants, Oko. You can't do that for favorite points.
Oh. Are you sure? I sit right
Imaginary
next to the
hands.
DM.
Listen to what's back, guys. What's back? It's back.
Shady's back?
I got my beer back.
Oh,
If
nice.
we record it, I
Hey.
could just press it on a soundboard. It'd be really funny. What am I forgetting? Am I forgetting to do a thing?
We are live.
There are 4 people watching right now.
We're live right now.
There
Yeah.
are 4 people watching. How many of those are us?
Okay.
How many
I'm
is us?
there.
All.
I'm there. All of us are watching. Cool.
Hi.
Hi,
Because-
Hello to
Oko.
ourselves.
Hi.
Hi, Oko.
I need to work on that's kind of a hurt.
Oko out here throwing gang signs.
No. No.
We represent. It's them East Side elves, bro.
What?
Sorry.
The
Stop
Meese.
banging on the camera.
I'm referencing a meme that no one else is gonna understand.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay, so we have the favorite points. Did we need to do anything else before we start?
I forgot how many favorite points I have now.
You have 6, I think. I mean, do you guys want to spend it, or are we just gonna?
I don't think we're gonna spend it anytime soon. Saving up.
I'm stupid, so I just need a refresher probably off stream and what I can get for it. Like maybe write something down for me so I can reference it when
You
my
can,
head
You can bullshit knowing a guy. You can get items.
Okay.
Fast pass level up. Money.
Ooh.
That's pretty much it right now. And then if you have ideas, you can tell me, and then I'll probably somehow put it on the list somewhere.
Can I get a feat?
Question: Can
Yeah, a feat is 10 points.
10 points? Oh, so close.
Because you can
question?
spam the shit out of it, and then
I have a question.
stack yourself with 18 feats.
When it comes to the rare items and that stuff, can I, if I earn enough favor points, can I say that my tiara somehow has magical powers now?
Yes and no.
Coda magical girl.
A +5 charm.
Magical girl Coda, yes.
I mean, yeah, I can. Wait, don't I have custom items? Oh.
But in like a Madoka sense.
Honestly, that's probably the only magical girl that's going to be involved in this sort of story.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I've got a magical girl
absolute
D&D character.
innocent who then gets corrupted over the course of the seasons.
I have a magical girl D&D character that my friends have lovingly dubbed Sailor Burnout. She is a chain-smoking alcoholic with an axe named Kindness.
Okay. Oh, so you just kill everyone with kindness. Nice.
Kindness,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
It's not as bad as some of the NPCs we may or may not meet tonight. So.
Ooh. Without further ado.
So, are we good? We good, homies?
Yep.
Oh, yo, this flute. Oh, this flute is different. I'm not gonna do it.
It's funny because we still can't hear it.
Yo, where'd the tweet at though?
Yeah, right.
It'll post in 2 minutes. It'll post as soon as we actually start the game. Watch. So, to summarize, traveling to the capital of Modengay, the party takes their final step along the way, only for Africa's to separate from you guys and go on ahead. Having eventually reached the outskirts of the city, Jang proposes that the party goes with him to meet his little errand, selling discounted healing potions at Seki's Love Shack, a brothel used as an information gathering front, as well as a hub for black market trafficking, mostly of people. Jang took Gotham and Ursa to his sketchy meeting out of fear of getting stabbed while quote-unquote negotiating with the bartender, Kerusere. After selling 40 potions to her and agreeing to poison the rest, they leave, Gotham and Ursa getting their quote-unquote payment of some private time with some quote-unquote employees. Coda spends some time talking to a prostitute, loses some blood. Allie catches eyes of some people just chilling in the brothel, being a little too curious about a brass warforged. And Goliath and Airsair creep out a blind woman and Gotham sell the true horrors of Noodle, the not horse. Overall, a pretty normal session. So, that being said, let me pull the thingy out. And there we go. So, it would have been probably... This music's actually really loud. I need to calm down.
Music.
Sorry. I thought it'd be, like, kind of cool, but it's, like, kind of loud.
But it's cooler if it's louder.
That is what they say.
That's why people go to dubstep concerts.
Yeah, I'll just play
Really good
dubstep
hard
super
stuff.
loud during the entire campaign. What roleplay moments?
Yeah, come in, listen to us a beat.
Why
So,
don't you join the mosh pit, y'all?
depending on the next set of actions is how great, or rather how long, Ursa's and Gotham's super magical fun time lasts. Now,
I was
that
under the
being
impression it was already over.
well,
Really? I'm not with that performance role.
no.
Eh,
Well, you don't know. It could have been
he's a
like
hero.
he could have been like Sonic Fast.
But Yursa also rolled really good for performance.
It could have been Sonic Fast for you. It would have been instant. You don't know that. It could have been the best, but also like 5 seconds flat. I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe it was a reverse roll. You don't know that.
Ooh, I'd take that.
Goliath.
Hi.
As you are babysitting the rabbit, you hear a voice in the back of your head. Hey, it's me, Holly. And then it's just a long pause.
Okay. I can't be sure if this is Holly or the rabbit. I'm going to assume Holly, but just eye the rabbit suspiciously.
A minute goes by, and again, sorry, forgot how it works. Did you guys make it to the city yet? Are you dead? Did you guys die? Who died? Are you there yet? Did you die? It's me, Holly.
I don't have sending, do I?
No, but you get one free reply.
Yeah, you can
Mhm.
respond.
You can respond to sending stuff.
No, we are not dead. Yes, we are in the city. Hi, Holly.
A few seconds pass, and again, you get another one from Holly. She's, okay, so, are you guys inside the city yet? Did anyone get lost? Did anyone get sold to the slave trade? Did you guys get clothing? There's a really good candy store that's inside of the... And it just cuts off.
It'll 25 words or less.
Doesn't even know her own spell.
Are we in the city proper, or are we in the outskirts?
You guys are in the outskirts. There's like smaller towns kind of outside the city. Because, you
Yeah,
know,
like
you don't have
we're
to
in, like-
really follow the rules, but also you kind of have to follow.
We're in what is effectively like a parish.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure from last time. We are not yet in the city proper. We're kind of wandering around taking a break. I don't know where the others are. Exactly. Probably not slaved.
There's a pause. and you hear a different voice in your head. Goliath, where are the others? Do you need help finding them? Did they abandon you? And
They
the
are
candy
at the-
shop is on Main Street.
Thanks to the location of the candy shop, I think they're in a love shack. I'm not entirely sure specifically where that is.
Nikki, can you roll a d20 for my amusement?
Oh god. Sure.
Actually, no. To make it easier, just roll a d6.
Okay.
Not scary at all.
6.
6? Got him.
Oh. Let me double check on the status
Yeah.
of bot.
Yeah. Nikki's using D&D Beyond, so I have to
Yeah,
get
my
Nikki.
computer's just been like on idle for a week, so I'm might be broken.
Now, got him.
Um,
You hear this voice in the back of your head, the familiar voice of the goblin wizard, Cock.
Okay.
Unfortunately, perhaps not at the greatest of times.
Right.
And he just, before it begins, you hear him take a long sigh and just, okay. To make this easy in locating your other party member, I need you to spell iCup.
Yeah, okay. Got him. Well, how does this work? Can I reply freely? How does this
You have
work?
25
Yeah,
words to
you
reply.
Yeah.
You as a player know this, but you as a
Right.
character might not. Well, actually, you probably would.
Yeah, I imagine I'd know the basics.
Because this has happened to you
And,
before, I think.
So yeah, Gotham would reply, I'm sorry, you need me to spell iCup out loud.
Again, look here, you little shit. I only have so many fucking spell slots. Just fucking do it.
Okay.
iCup. Spell it.
All right. Gotham will announce loudly during whatever is happening. ICUP.
God damn it.
And you
Why?
you feel this little bit of burning sensation in the back of your eyes.
Okay.
And an
I
itch at
wasn't
the back
sure
of your
where this was going.
brain. And Goliath, you get another message. Okay, so Rooster says you have to spell iCup in order for things to work.
Does Goliath? Yeah, he's this right.
Yeah, Goliath gets it.
Very well. ICUP.
And Goliath, as you say it, you feel this very strange burning sensation in the back of your eye, and this scratching at the back of your brain, like someone's hand has a hold on you. And as you do so, both Gotham and Goliath, you guys blink a little bit, trying to shake off the
no.
strange feeling. And what you see, Goliath, is you are focused on what is this very detailed red aura outlining Goliath. Through all of the buildings, you can see him far in the distance. You know exactly where he is. He's in a very peculiar position, but you know where he is. You got him. You're in the distance. You see the same thing, except blue, but your friend Goliath. You guys can now see each other through walls
Gotham will give
for the next 3 hours.
Yeah, Gotham will give a small embarrassed wave.
Goliath will confusedly wave back. And when he gets closer, he'll realize what's going on and then just be very embarrassed. But until then,
Yeah.
he's blessedly unaware.
Look, there's nothing weird about maintaining eye contact with your bros while you're having sex with 2 girls.
Yeah, so
Four girls.
now the funny thing is You guys will get this spell later, but the spell is called Cocksight. So, that being said, you being able to use it at a time like this is rather amazing. The verbal components is spelling iCup, and you have to have 2 willing creatures repeat the verbal components to get it to work. So, for the next 3 hours, you have Cocksight.
I think I already had it before I spelled ICUP.
Yeah, well,
You have
that's
another cocksight.
a... So, you know, until Goliath gets to the Love Shack, you know, you guys get to enjoy it.
That's fine. That just makes it like 10% hotter.
Yeah, so it's so that being said, Jesus Christ.
You okay,
Are
buddy?
you okay?
So
I
Gotham and
almost spilled
Ursa
my
are
coffee.
just on the second floor, and as Gotham's going at it, you just have fucking, you can see Goliath through the floor underneath you, just chill at a table.
Mhm.
Goliath is very carefully not looking up.
Yeah, Goliath, when you eventually make your way to the Love Shack,
Yeah.
Jang sort of fills you in on the details.
That day,
Long story
Gotham
short-
learned something new about himself.
Long story short, you get a free meal.
Yay.
Dinner and a show.
Whoa. Oko has a ghost cat.
Sorry,
Anyways.
yes, I do.
It looks so fucking weird.
Familiar.
She's...
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to try.
Jesus. Why did my music stop?
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to cry.
Oh God.
I'm getting ready tonight.
Oh god. Oh god. Maybe I wasn't ready for tonight.
Yeah. Fuck. I fucking lost my train of thought thinking about just Goliath chilling eating a fucking burger and looking up and just seeing Gotham through the fucking ceiling.
That is horrible.
That is, yeah. So if you want to get food, you get food. The drinks, for the most part, are also on the house within a reasonable amount. Coda, are you getting anything crazy? You're just kind of vibing with a few drinks.
Yeah, I think that every once in a while another person comes over and asks if she needs something, and she'll just like every time that happens, she orders another beer.
Okay, you're just gonna get whatever the fuck is on tap.
Yeah, the local IPA.
Funny enough, it's called. Hold on. I think, am I tripping? Yeah, no, it is. So yeah, the local booze. I had to quickly like run down the other fucking things that are in the fucking place. It's called Elf's Blood. So it's really smooth. It has a nice little lime aftertaste for some reason. You know, whatever they do. It also has a very strong red color to it.
Oh, it's one of those that's got some salt in it.
Yeah, it smells like lavender. It's really pretty.
I'm very concerned.
I'm a bit confused about that part, but everything else sounds about right. Everything else sounds like a standard Modelo.
Yeah, so Ellie, you're basically just chilling on a table by yourself, and yeah, all the other clients of this establishment pretty much are just casting very strange glares watching over you. Coda, whatever you're eating, if you were eating your blue lobster, you have your blue lobster. Goliath, whichever table you decide to sit at, because no one is sitting together. Jang is eating a very messy, mostly meat meal, which I think you would recognize as being what looks like a large fried arakakra meal.
Oh.
Oh,
He's going to town.
straight up eat bird people here?
At the Love Shack. You can get some weird shit.
All right then. All right.
And Kodar recedes into the background.
So,
I finished my beer.
for the sake of funny memes, Ursa and Gotham, both of you roll a d4.
Okay.
Let's see who passes out first.
Oh boy. We're rolling d4s, was it?
Yep.
I got I got a 1.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
I got a 3.
Yeah, no, Gotham he's toasted. After the first.
Careful now, he's a hero.
I burned brightly.
That's okay. I can take care of the ladies in your absence.
Yeah, well, you guys are left occupying yourselves for the next 3 hours. So 3 hours pass. Gotham is fucking dead. Ursa, you are pretty much. It's almost like you're incapable of moving. You have been overstimulated to the maximum. You're a little conscious, more so, but moving is not gonna be fun.
Got it.
So, as you guys have your little personal adventure, there's at some points where you swear there's a 4th additional girl or a 5th, but when you double check, you count again, it's still the 3. But at the end of it all, the same green tiefling remains the same. And to vanish off. Nursa, for a moment, you feel like you see it, and they just kind of stare at you as they take a step back and vanish into the shadows before their bodies deform with the darkness, disappear.
I don't like it.
Doesn't matter, had sex.
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't
fair.
matter, got laid. Whatever I fucked, it was good.
I mean, just had like a 5-some? Like, she's good to die happy now. I don't like it. Yersa's just like, if I go, I go.
Yeah, so however you guys have ended your evening, it's just you and one of the other girls, and no one else has left the room.
Alright. Yersa's probably going to be there until morning.
Okay.
Unless she's kicked out.
Got him?
I'm passed out.
Okay.
We're both just deceased.
Everyone else has a delicious meal. And as the night begins to rolls in, where's my dice box? I need dice. Do 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 do. Beep pop pop doop. I keep rings with my dice because when I pour them out of a bag, they make funny sounds, and my inner goblin gets pleased by it.
Terrifying sounds, I think you mean.
Does
At least
it?
on this side of the screen.
Look at the side. Okay, we're gonna move this dice because that one got a 1, and I very much not like rolling ones. I'm gonna keep these 4 dice. Ah, yes, I see. See, cards have told. About sometime later, the rest of you guys sit there for what seems like hours. And people roll in, people roll out, watch people pass in, or pass by.
Watch people pass out.
Yeah, some people pass out.
You
Some
know,
of them get
they pass in and out.
some of them get thrown out of the windows, some of them thrown out of the front door. You know, just things happen. Eventually, the bartender goes up to Jang. And Goliath, where are you sitting? Are you by yourself or are you sitting with other people?
I'll probably be sitting with Nikki.
Okay. Well, as you take a seat to Nikki, the rest of the people would stop staring. But Coda, Goliath, and Nikki, you guys, or and Allie, I don't know. beer, you would eventually see the bartender make a stop at Chang's table and seems to have a few words with him before he reluctantly stands up and dusts himself off and kind of walks off. And it'd be go towards the directions of the stairs. At this point, you guys would hear a knocking at your door. And the other girl, still remaining in the room, would jump up and almost out of reaction or absolute fear, almost forgets you guys exist, and Ursa, you get kicked in the side. And
Ow.
as she props herself up, she places her hand completely over Gotham's face.
Does
It's
this
just
make
her
me up?
scrambling up.
Yeah, this is her scrambling.
Oh. Why?
What? Where? Huh?
What?
Oh, someone's at the door.
Alright, fine. I'll get up and get it. Yersa, completely naked, goes to go get the door.
Okay, as you open the door, okay, so we have to, oh my, okay, okay. And Jang immediately looks away, just, so it's, and he just turns his back to you. It's, we have to go?
Like, right now?
Like, that would, we're just kind of waiting downstairs.
Could I get a coffee first?
Downstairs. I have to put on clothing.
Are you sure I have to put on clothing?
I'm just...
Oh, I'm just messing with you. Go down, tell him I want a coffee and a...
He just walks off.
Breakfast platter.
He's walking.
Goodbye!
Like, he just speed walking away from you.
He's too easy. Just close the door again. Kind of
Pot and
jog the
kettle.
bottom's leg. Excuse
Oh,
me?
am I finally awake now?
Yeah.
Hey, you.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Yeah.
You cast your kind across the border.
What was that about coffee?
Apparently we're
Get-
desired downstairs. I already
get-
told him to start a pot to brew.
Oh,
So.
good. Okay.
The other girl just kind of rolls out of bed and just starts grabbing what looks like clothing, but she kind of stops for a moment and shuffles between Ursa's clothing and what other clothing is kind of just thrown all over the place. You can see her kind of hesitate and just like... It's almost like she's unsure of what's hers.
Can I roll an insight check? Something seems off about
Yeah, go
her.
ahead.
What's my insight? Am I actually
Smart.
insightful?
Gets it
Hey,
too.
not bad. 17.
She definitely looks confused. Given with the few things Jang has said and the general overall vibe, it's... Whatever happy fun times you guys had, she probably might not have any recollection of it.
Are
But,
you alright, lass?
yeah, I don't... I think these are yours. And she
Aye.
hands you her stuff, or your stuff, and then some of the armor. She looks at it a little confused before passing it over as well, and she goes back to just shuffling the clothing and kind of putting on clothing that she didn't actually come with. It actually came with the other girls and ends up making some sort of outfit out of the rest.
Did you drink too much last night, maybe?
Oh no, I don't think we're allowed to drink.
Does she have like any marks on her body that stand out?
Marks? No. I'm not gonna make you roll for it because you would have gotten a very detailed
Yes.
investigation check from both
Yes.
inside and outside.
Mm-hmm.
And with your eyes and perhaps other means. Anyways, but for the most part, no. The only interesting about her is on her right horn there is not so much engravings, but like carvings into it, like it is detailed, like more like designs, not like any markings or like branding on her, but otherwise it seems normal. It's just no, like, there's no scarring from like what would be like whipping or some other torture means. She has a what looks like healed sort of, not stitching, but a wound that was healed on the back of her right arm. But otherwise, she looks mostly normal.
Okay. I am sorry. The vibe I'm getting is that she doesn't actually work here, and her mind has been manipulated for the night, essentially. So I'm just like wondering, like, was there any like markings or sigils or runes on her that maybe like somebody's holding the reins, essentially?
Not that you would notice.
Okay.
From what you see, it looks like nothing. Looks like not like anything's amiss, or if there is, the existence of it is not there anymore.
Okay.
But
I'll
definitely
help
something is
her.
off.
Yeah, definitely something's off. Okay. Yeah, I'll help her gather her clothes and then eventually dress myself and thank her for the night. That I'll give her. Is 2 gold an insult? I don't know. Do you tip, ladies?
Eventually, after she finished
I'm sure
dressing, she
Godam
just
sees
kind
no
of
money.
holds on to the rest of the clothing that she can get. That's not yours or Gotham's, and just kind of not clutches it in her arms, but holds it kind of tightly to her and just sits there. And she's just, her face is blushing as she just kind of just nervously doesn't look at you guys and just kind of just kicks her feet while sitting in a chair. So
All
you're
right.
giving her 2 gold, or
I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna speak in her mind, and I'm gonna ask if she's okay, if she's here of her own free will.
as soon as you do so, she immediately starts to look around and just, huh?
I'll again address her in her mind and say that I'm the one speaking to her silently, and I'm asking for a nod if she's here of her own free will, or a shake of the head if she's not.
Well, I well, debts are paid now.
That wasn't my question.
Well, the way things work, it's, well, this, I guess, um, is like my last job, I guess. So, yes, no.
Hmm. All right. I'm terribly sorry you were put in this position.
It's sometimes the only option. So
Is
it
this whole
is.
thing telepathic? Do I hear this? Sorry.
You hear her end of
I
it.
asked, yeah, I asked her telepathically. She responded verbally and with the accent. When I said I'm terribly sorry for this, for you've been put in the situation, that was Yursa vocalizing.
Okay.
I'll give her 5 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, Gotham definitely thinks that that was directed at him. That the
Okay.
terrible situation was Gotham, for sure.
Yeah, so as you hand her the gold, she just kind of holds it in her hand and thanks you, and she just, as she's sitting there, just kind of stares at the gold in her hand.
All right, I'm gonna turn to Gotham. All right, get dressed now, quickly. They're waiting for us.
Yeah, Gotham, now thoroughly embarrassed at everything that's happened, is going to quickly get dressed and follow downstairs.
All right. I'll take an extra moment to leave in case she had anything to say.
As Gotham leaves and it's just you and her, she's still just sitting there, kind of, her hands kind of cupped in front of her, the clothing on her lap, and she has the 5 gold, and she's just staring at it, and all I can see is a hint of a smile.
Mm, a hint of a smile. God, am I being played? I can't tell. Okay. I guess I'll leave. I don't know what else to do there.
Okay. As you head downstairs, the rest of you watch as Jang has a small argument with the bartender, and eventually she hands him a tray of 8 cups of coffee, and he makes it over to his table and kind of waves for you guys to come over at a larger table beside where he was eating.
I think Coda's still sitting off in her corner.
Jang gives you the finger, but he eventually lets it go.
I think like Coda is glazed over at the moment.
Okay.
I'm famished. What do they have for food around here? Cheese, meats, bread, anything?
Oh, you like want to be normal now? Like that's okay. I'll ask. And
I
Jang
think I
kind
was perfectly normal last night.
of the entire time Jang just refuses to look at your general direction. It just wanders off.
I was told there would be coffee.
Yeah, it's in the. Just take a cup. I don't know why she gave me so many cups, but we have. I feel like it's kind of racist. Maybe
Yours
it's
is gonna
because
take 2
Goliath
cups.
is so big. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Yours is just gonna take 2 cups of coffee.
Just double fist them.
Yeah,
Just double fisting
got him will
coffees.
follow in kind.
Yeah. So as you guys get whatever you guys are doing, eventually Jang comes back with a plate of small appetizer sandwiches and little weird trinkets and shrimp and stuff. Just a bunch of like miscellaneous food items and just it's. I really don't. We can go now. I don't know why we're still here. This is probably the longest I've ever spent in here in a while.
This
Well,
is the
I'm
reason.
sick and tired of dried and jerkied meats. I'm gonna take a good handful of stuff that just came out on the platter.
Okay, yeah.
Uh,
So shove it in your pocket. We could. There's other places we could go to. We have to. I have to stop at the church, and then we have to do other stuff. Or well, I have to do
So,
stuff. You could follow if you want.
This
I
is
guess.
the reason why I asked Yuki in a DM how much has Coda spent on alcohol
You
and
haven't spent
over
anything.
throughout the night.
Nope. If you're
How
just
much does
getting,
alcohol
it was all
cost though?
covered.
if you're just getting booze, like simple beer, and not like expensive fucking top shelf wine or some shit, you are not spending a dime.
I know craft breweries charge a lot.
No, I'm not here.
The DM said that you weren't being charged for beer.
Okay, but I was charged for other stuff, so I was very concerned, but whatever.
No.
Anyway, Coda is still sitting in the corner, glazed
Yeah.
over. She does look like
If
she's
you wanna-
still staring at the stairs, but she's just
If you want to
she's
stack a
mentally
tower
out.
of like 500 cups of beer, then that's up to you. But for the most part, booze here is, I believe it's 1 silver. I might have to double check it. 1 silver a cup.
Well, then I guess the question is, how much should they bring her then?
They if you want 50, you get up to 50. You want me to put a number on it?
Okay, she had 50. She
Okay.
had 50 pints.
Okay.
English pints, not US pints.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
A lot.
She's
I
still
will
sitting
allow-
there staring at the stairs. She has not noticed anything at this point. She is glazed over. If anybody wants to walk over and talk to her at this point, it'd be wonderful if everyone's going to leave.
Yeah.
Yursa probably grabbed a mishmash of food and on a platter or in her hands or something. Goes over, maybe sits over with Coda, just kind of triumphantly and a little casually, just sitting over, maybe very unladylike, just arms on the back of the bar.
The moment that Yursa comes over, I think Coda still thinks that it's another server coming by, and she just like mutters, "Another pint of elf's blood."
Hate to break your heart, darling, but I don't work here. You got 2 feet and a heartbeat. You can go get it yourself.
Coda looks up and sees Yursa, and she takes a while to get to this, and then asks, "Did you have fun?"
Aye. This was a rather enjoyable night. Sorry,
That's
I hear my
good.
husband coughing for a little bit.
That's good.
Sorry, I just realized I
Sorry,
have
what was
happy
it?
tavern music, so I'm gonna just let that play while I can still use it. We're just gonna let that. We're just gonna let it go.
I already paused my Phoebe Bridgers.
So sorry, what did Coda say last? My husband was distracting me.
That's good.
Alright, and she's just gonna, like, I don't know, shove a mishmash of, like, meat and bread in her mouth. Again, very unladylike, chewing mouth open. Just, other hand, coffee, trying to wash it down.
Are we leaving soon?
Aye. Should fill it while you can.
Got him. While you're sitting and enjoying your snacks that you're making into a meal, Jenga's just kind of. So, did you have fun?
God.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Nice.
And then Gotham's just gonna continue staring into the coffee.
I'm just imagining Gotham like it was a good day. That meme.
Jesus.
Kinda gross, but okay.
And then, are we going back over? Are we going back over
That's up
Over
to you.
where?
to us? Because
I feel like I'm monopolizing RP.
Okay, Coda and Ursa, are you guys eventually going to make it to the table?
I think
we were
Coda,
sitting at a table.
Coda had slightly more to say. I was taking
Okay.
a moment to formulate
No, go
what's
ahead.
going on.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, did you want me up there?
Sorry?
Did you want me to come with when you guys went upstairs? You didn't. I don't. You didn't ask me.
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't entirely thinking about asking, considering the last time you had a moment with me, you built a pillow fort around yourself.
I mean, I don't. I don't know. I think that Coda does just like stutter until at some point Yursa probably says something
Look,
about leaving.
I'm pretty sure I spent the night with a few women who actually didn't want to be there. And I didn't know that at the time.
And as
Pretty
you say
sure.
this, corner of your eye, you can notice the girl kind of shuffling and making her way slowly towards the entrance to leave of the love shack.
You made it very clear in our last encounter that you weren't ready for anything. I'm not about to push anything. If you want anything, it's all going to be on your terms. I'm not going to chase you. I'm not playing tag. I'm not a child.
All I've ever been is a child.
Well, be thankful that you still live in a world where you still can be a child. You weren't forced to grow up. I think at that point, Yursa might get up and leave.
Okay. Like leave, or like to the main
Go
table?
over to where everyone else is.
Okay. Ali and Goliath, what are you guys doing? Are you guys just kind of sitting there, people watching?
Yeah.
You guys want to roll perception to see what kind of crazy people work here? Or
Yeah, sure. Fuck
come
it.
to this fun establishment?
I absolutely will. I've been stared at all night.
Yeah, you can roll with advantage,
Tell
Ali.
us, stay back.
18.
You would notice a strange set of individuals. Kind of like, at least from where you are, they look like halflings, and they're just kind of like, they're wearing suits. They're really fancy. They got fedoras and shit. And for the most part, they're whispering. They're covering their mouths the entire time as they whisper back and forth. And as they do so, they continually pass these little pouches of money back and forth. But it's a little collection of like 6 or 7 of them. It's hard to tell from the distance of where they are. And always at least 4 of them seem to be looking at you in your direction. At least until Goliath sat down. But for the most part, everyone else is mixed matched. It's guys who are getting a little too handsy with private dances and smaller crowds of more well-dressed individuals that pass by, stare a little bit too long, but none of them seem to be quite as interesting as this little collection of halflings.
Quick clarifying question, because I know Goliath's here now. Is it assumed that Erisir came with? Cool.
I figured we were just going with Erisir took off as Erisir does.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just what happens.
Erisir took off at the beginning to read a book, so...
Yeah.
So,
That's
Erisir is reading a book by the wagon still, I guess.
Well, for the most
And
part,
Goliath
I mean,
got a 1. There are people in this establishment.
There certainly are people.
You think?
But definitely
Can't be too sure.
not a lot of them want to lock eyes with you. Wherever you're looking, they almost immediately avert their gaze.
I wouldn't pay attention to the halflings as much as I would pay attention to what they're doing.
Fair enough. But for the most part, from where you are, it's other than them like excessively trading money between themselves. Sometimes 1 bag gets traded and then 2 are returned. Sometimes it's 5 and then 7. Sometimes it's 1 and then 10. It almost seems like there's no pattern to it, but whatever they're whispering is influencing whatever decisions they're making.
Goliath's sitting next to me, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'd probably take my hand and just, like, bump his knee under the table. And I would just be looking at that group.
Gonna
I wouldn't
caress
say
Goliath's
anything.
inner thigh.
No, I just, do like,
Outer thigh.
Oh, okay.
I just,
The
do like a knuckle tap
Okay.
on the knee.
Then
Considering
Goliath's...
I ended up getting a total of 1 for my perception, I'm probably still not going to notice.
Mm.
I
That's
mean,
fair.
you definitely notice Ali poking you. As far as what's going on, there's people. There's people in suits. There's a dude shirtless who seems to just kind of be smoking himself out in the corner of the room. He seems like really distracting, and as you just kind of watch him, all you see is him exhaling smoke, but he's not inhaling smoke. And it's like, how much of that cigar does he really have? It's like endless. It just keeps going, going, going. And you're pretty much fixated on this, what seems like endless cigar.
Mm.
So what everyone likes to do, we're gonna...
Everyone's getting ready to leave. I think that's it.
Okay, well, at this point, you'd be able... I mean, Koda and Chang and everyone is in sight, so as you watch everyone gather up, get ready to leave and get snacks and shit, it's very apparent to you guys. So if everyone...
Yursa is going to shove any rolls and cheese she can into a pouch.
As you do so, you can see the bartender just kind of burying her face in her hand, and then Jang just kind of slowly nudging more food towards your general direction. Just kind of like helping, kind of.
Yeah, just the not so subtle, just like arm slide into a bag.
Are there cinnamon rolls there?
Cinnamon rolls, sweet rolls, I don't fucking care. Just
Yeah,
put it in
there's
the bag.
muffins and other shit.
Because I think that at some point after Yursa leaves, Koda stands up, probably very wobbly at the moment, which is once again why I asked you how much beer she drank. And
Make a
just takes
constitution
up,
check.
Great. That's what I was waiting for.
Yep. Now, if you're getting
gonna
up,
get you
now
up,
it's
please,
time for the
Dan.
check.
Now it's time
Yeah.
to check.
Was it? It's a saving throw, right?
No, just the check.
Sweet.
As soon as you get off that chair, you fucking faceplant.
Nice.
But you're
Yeah.
able to prop yourself up with your arm to like prevent from like bashing your face into the floor. But yeah, you immediately just drop.
Yep. That happens.
Yeah.
She gets up, stumbles over, grabs a cinnamon roll off the table, and walks out with everyone else.
The rest of you guys, immediately as it happens, you can hear Jang snickering, and then he just kind of grabs a little tiny sandwich and then walks out.
Yersa will shoot him a glare as he snickers.
Okay, well, as you guys get outside, Jang immediately walks over to Noodle, and is everyone leaving? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, it looks so weird when fucking Carter walks away from the computer.
I also
Um,
like to point out that Gotham and Irsa probably reek.
Probably.
yeah,
Are there bathhouses in this world?
yes.
Like, that carriage is gonna be stanky.
It's okay, you guys aren't using the wagon anymore.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
Also,
We
you have
were-
classification
So there
here.
is a light rail system.
You can clean yourself up whenever the hell you want.
Yeah, I
also,
mean,
That's
there was
true.
like 6 to 8 people sharing a very small wagon for several days at a time. We all
Yeah.
fucking stink.
That's true.
Speak for yourself.
Sorry,
Mm.
all but
No,
Allie's.
there might be
thing
like
is-
some oils on you that smell.
Gotham,
Okay.
Gotham could clean himself, but
Yeah, I smell. I
chose
smell
not to.
of.
just hasn't occurred to him.
Yeah.
Coffee has admitted for
You all smell of sex and BO, and I just smell of WD-40.
I smell,
WD-40.
I smell
It's a whole
sex and
smell of
candy.
WD-40.
As you guys make it outside, Jang immediately goes over the Noodle, kind of brushes his mane and just like, okay, it is time to go to the church. As you guys are outside, it's now like later, not dark evening, but it's definitely around sunset. You can see that the front of his robe is just covered in blood. He looks very pleased with himself and just kind of, okay, so anything we need to do before we, what?
I thought we prevented you getting stabbed last night. Where the fuck's all the blood coming from?
I'm a messy eater.
The fuck did you eat?
Delicious
You don't want to know.
and
But I ain't gonna ask any fucking questions.
illegal in like 4 other kingdoms. Anyways,
It had to be cooked well. Like, it wouldn't have been cooked. This isn't even Coda saying this. Is Haruka saying this. Wouldn't it be cooked?
No, he's a fucking lizard.
Okay.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
as he's standing there, he kind of reaches forward and almost punches the horse right in front. And you see his hand vanish into the horse. And he pulls out this long white staff. And then just kind of
I
props
have
it
even
over.
more questions.
He kind of just props it against the house, or the love shack at the side of the building. Just kind of... okay. And then he reaches kind of underneath the horse, and you see his hand vanish again, and it's like the flesh just kind of swallows his hand, and you see this mouth open up and spit up what looks like a set of folded clothes. He pulls it out, and it's dripping with what seems like a little bit of saliva or whatever the fuck else.
Yours is going to look into her cup of coffee, give it a smell.
You guys left with the fucking
Smell like
mugs?
coffee.
Yeah, it smells like
I
coffee.
think just Joseph.
Gotham's just gonna stare and say, I knew it.
Yours is just gonna dump the coffee out now.
Coda is too out of it at the moment for multiple reasons, so she just continues eating her cinnamon roll.
In the alleyway, Jang just kind of throws off his shirt, tosses it to the side, and puts on this new set of robes and stuff. And as he's about to change his pants, he kind of just glances over at everyone, and then turns his back to you guys, and then does his thing. Ursa, you would notice that kind of in the middle of the road in this area is the same woman kind of standing there, still the clothes clutched in her hands as she kind of just looks around, wandering. But, you know...
I don't know what to do.
uh,
I want to do
do
something, but I
I-
don't know what.
Would I be able to see this?
yeah, I mean, at this time of night, there's not that many people going around. Everyone's just kind of like... If they're out and about, they're either sitting on a bench getting some snacks or whatever, but there's, you know, a guy smoking, a couple on a bench, maybe one other person walking around. This is the only girl that kind of seems out of place.
Can I
Yeah,
get
Jang
a
puts on
read?
these green robes, and he has what looks like a sort of fur type of sash that he wears around his side, and it looks like a bright orange, like, tiger pelt. He kind of wraps it around his waist. He kind of grabs his staff and eventually leads Noodle out of the alleyway and just kind of... Okay, so... things. It's a little bit of awkward finger guns and just kind of walks past everyone. Are we done here, or do you...
What's wrong? I thought you were going to show us a lovely night on the town. Show us around. We're tourists here, remember?
Okay, I think you need to also remember that I'm also kind of new here. I don't live here.
Ah. I thought you traveled here frequently enough for business. You knew where all the hot places were to go eat.
No, I stay the fuck away from this place. What the fuck?
Where's the dress family?
Um, inside, I would imagine, like all the other families,
Okay, let's go.
but not right now. I mean, you can go.
You asked me where I
I'm gonna...
wanted to go.
Okay. Like here? Like these are things you want to do here?
Sure.
I mean, it's currently the middle of the night, right?
It's maybe like, you know...
4 in the morning, probably.
No, it's like 6, 7 evening.
On the evening still. Holy crap.
Yeah, you guys got there like mid-morning. So
I'm
I
so
mean,
confused now.
Yeah, I did already take a nap earlier, so
Yeah.
is there
Yeah, 'cause-
anywhere we can go to get a real meal?
Well, you can... I mean, do like a... Okay, here's what. I have to drop off Noodle at the church before well, I guess you could come with to the
Is
monastery.
that thing even allowed near churches?
Churches? No. The church? Yes.
All right, I'm gonna need a bit more explanation. What is the church?
It's the fucking church. I guess
It's
we're going to the church.
The
Whatever.
church. It's kind of like... It's more of a temple than a church. It's kind of... It's... Okay, he kind of waits for you guys to follow along, and he just kind of walks off. So, the church... Assuming you guys are following along.
Yeah, sure, why not?
So the church is this magical place. It's like an amusement park, but full of horrors. And like one crazy batshit lady.
Sounds like my kind of church.
Yeah, she writes it. She's an author. Her books are pretty good. Just reading one. I finished it. Anyways, not important. So I have to drop Noodle off there because I can't leave him at monastery because he scares away customers. So we're gonna leave him with the sister, and then we're gonna go to the monastery, and then you guys can take baths because you guys are fucking disgusting, and then you could do whatever the fuck you want afterwards. I don't really care.
I gotta know, what is Noodle? Please.
As you say so, Jang with his staff just kind of smacks him Noodle on the head, just cracks him with it, and the horse does not react. Well, as told by Sister Nancy's, I think it's a mimic. It doesn't.
That's right.
If you feed him, he doesn't care. At least when I do it. We also like doesn't eat bones, which is why having a staff made out of bones is very easy to get him to do things. Yeah. I mean, you're not... Is it weird? Look, I can't afford a bag of holding. Okay, this is cheaper.
Oh, okay. It's not a horse.
No,
Thank you.
I never said it was a horse.
Just it looked like a horse. Walks like a duck, talks like a duck. Yeah.
He doesn't even neigh.
It's a very valid point.
Has he neighed once during this? You guys didn't. Oh, horses neigh.
True.
I mean, do you want him? I could get him to turn into something else. Well, oh, maybe not. Maybe not in public.
No,
Maybe
don't worry about it.
So eventually, you know, it's a good 40-minute walk or so before you guys make it to this kind of very strange stone temple, and half of it's caved in. It's just kind of fallen. You can see all these plants and stuff overgrown, vines wrapping around it. And you can hear these strange, sinister giggling from inside of it.
That's a nope.
And everything around just
Must have been a good joke.
kind of moves around just a little bit, and the whole thing just has this strange, eerie feeling, and just Jang just, okay, don't touch anything unless you want to lose it forever.
Alright, I'm just gonna make this easy.
Wait, we're gonna lose the
thing.
things we touch?
No, whatever. If you touch it with your hand, you're not getting your hand back. Don't touch anything.
Oh, okay, okay.
You can
Noted. I'm
you
just
can
gonna stay
either
inside.
wait. Yeah, you should just. I'm gonna just drop off. It's like a daycare for mimics. Anyways, and he just kind of like pulls Noodle, trying to like get him to hurry up. And,
Man, if I learned anything about animal daycare, it's that when you come back, Noodle's gonna have a kid.
Well, it's only if you put in another mimic in the same egg group.
yeah. So what happens is, as he starts pulling Noodle closer to the church, as he's calling this place, you can see Noodle's body kind of twist a bit and contort in ways that don't quite make sense. And this little abandoned temple is kind of a ways away from the smaller town. It's more like overgrown, abandoned buildings that have just been like left to ruin. And you watch as the legs of the horse kind of move and twist to the sides of it and extend longer. Kind of like as they extend longer, they'll split and fork, kind of becoming this spider-like creature with the base of it being the body of the horse and the head of it splitting in half and doing its own creepy Resident Evil bullshit.
Nope.
And Jang just kind of grabs one of the legs and just kind of drags it, and eventually they disappear within the church.
That man has no fear.
I mean, he's probably just done it a lot.
Oko's
He's done it
just
often
like
enough.
nervous hand shuffling, like, okay, I know. And
Nope.
after like 20 minutes, Jang comes back and he has a book in his hands, like, okay, we can go now. We can,
Alright, baths somewhere on that itinerary?
oh yeah, there's like a spring, but maybe you shouldn't like clean yourself. Whatever, I guess it's fine.
I mean, look, I can clean all of you probably.
I was about
Do
to
you
ask.
want baths?
Nothing beats a nice hot
Okay,
bath,
yeah, we're just
though.
gonna go.
Okay.
I was about
that's
to
fine by me.
ask the DM specifically. Is this an onsen?
If I say yes, well, you stop
I
asking
can
dumb questions.
hear-
Are we gonna
hear
get our
Yuki's
mixed
eyes
bath
rolling
episode?
from here.
I have
early?
wonderful
We
RP
haven't
ideas
finished
right
this
now.
Oh no.
My God,
This-
maybe a little too soon.
yeah,
no. it's-
uh, Jang kind of hands the book over to Gotham and just, that's a good book. You should, it has good plot. Anyways,
Is it going to injure me?
Good plot.
no, It's a fucking book. Why would I
I
hand you
don't know.
a...
There's a lot of books that can hurt
I mean,
you.
if you run your fingers around the edges of the paper really fast, then yes. Or like you hit someone in the head with it, but otherwise, I don't know what kind of books you're reading that would...
Understood. Thank you. I'll read it.
Okay. On the front of this book, it's kind of like woven, not great. It doesn't seem like, a published book by their means. It seems more of personal reasons, but you can read the title of the book, and it's kind of stamped, and it looks like, rather than it being like machined together, it's kind of like each letter's been placed individually and they're not quite aligned or straight. And the title of the book is Murder.
Okay.
So, Jane kind of leads you guys on, and it's back closer to the main parts of the
Murder
town.
by numbers.
And, there's strange crystal lanterns and stuff that illuminate most of the town out here. But the monastery is not an actual monastery. It's the name of a sort of tea house. You see these fire
Why
lanterns.
is everything here named wrong?
The church is a church. It's overseen by a sister. Just of gods we don't talk about. It's also a daycare center. Anyways, you guys get there, and it's this long, or not long, but this large kind of area. Like a, I don't want to say plaza, but I can probably play something that isn't fucking...
Weirdly enough, a daycare and a church is not the weirdest thing I've heard.
I know of some.
That makes
I
sense.
know a couple.
Yeah, so you guys make it there. It's this kind of like open area. You have these stone temple grounds, some nice cut trees. There's a few people kind of going in and out. You guys can see that the inside of this place is quite lively. And there's one guy kind of at the greeting, and as you guys get there, he kind of bows and just... Hello, welcome to the monastery. And as soon as he sees Jang, he pauses and says, "Oh, Brother Jang, back so soon?" Yes. Totally back really soon. Anyways. Yeah, so I brought people, and I'm gonna bathe them because they smell like shit.
I wouldn't say I smell that.
And the other guy, and the guy at this gate, he's kind of this larger, interesting fellow. He almost like, kind of bear-like. To put him in a simple sense, a kind of panda-shaped person. And he leans in a bit to sniff everyone's general direction. Just, oh, okay, yeah, no, that seems to make sense. How was the time at the brewery? Did that... Yeah, I brewed things, and I'm back. That's how jobs work. Oh, okay. And he looks at everyone and bows to each of you. As he does so, he presses both of his fists together in front of him. Just, well, welcome to the monastery. I am,
Dip her head.
yeah, that's okay. When you do it, it's a little weird. I am Lao Lao. Well, you can go on inside. I don't really do much after the greeting. Okay. And he just kind of stands there and then looks forward and averts his gaze from everyone else. And Jinx is like, yeah, he's a weirdo. Anyways, let's go.
All right.
As you guys go inside, you guys eventually make it up this kind of stone steps into this nicer kind of restaurant type setting. It's all these tables are really spaced out. There's these larger tables. Each of these tables seem to seat like between 6 to like 12 people. And the further tables are out to the outside of the restaurant, it seems the larger they get, and more towards the center, it's like the smaller tables. You can see in 3 corners of the restaurant, 2 corners closest to the entrance, there's a large gathering of people who are all sitting next to each other, all of them drinking tea. There's plates and meals set in front of them and things. And they're all kind of sitting to themselves, but each of them seem to have like their own set of uniforms. One has a matching green set. Seems like robes of sorts. Another one's has a more revealing like shorts and like pants and stuff, more detailing like their muscles. You can see like gold armored gloves and like shoes. And another one in the corner seems to be wearing like complete white. It's more, pants and shirt, nothing too crazy. And each of them, they seem to be mostly centered around a single individual. And as Jane comes in, there's a few other people in the restaurant and thinks, okay, so this is the monastery. This is overseen by Grandmaster Wu. Wu? Grandmaster Wu? Not who, Wu.
Who?
God damn it.
Who's on first?
No, Wu's on first. No, god damn it.
I thought he was on third.
What? And there's
This
this.
is the first time I've regretted being here.
I guess he was on second.
And we
Yes, he's
had
on
the
second.
orgy last week.
Oh god. You mean,
No,
technically it
week
was
before.
today. And there is a stranger folk kind of closer to the entrance, and as Jang is kind of walking backwards, kind of pointing at things and giving descriptions, and it's like, oh, this is where we trained. This is, telling quick stories. You guys can see Nikki. Ali would notice these. They have more resemblance to Warforged than like physical beings. They seem to be like wooden carved kind of Warforged like things, and all of them are really inconsistent looking. But all of them are fixed to like these poles, and they're posed, and they've been like set across the walls to like be out of the way of like customers and stuff. But it's an interesting thing of what could be maybe some kind of interactive training device. It is a little interesting. You haven't seen anything like it, and it seems to be more of a resemblance to Warforged than like an actual like training dummy, martial arts or something. But there is this bright pink falcon-like man kind of sipping and drinking tea. And as soon as Jang walks by him, he immediately turns and just looks over, and he kind of narrows his eyes at Jang and just kind of, and then at night, so we move all the tables, and then sometimes that's when we'll have our training sessions is inside because it'll rain outside, and then it gets all slippery. So you only go outside when it's like punishment.
It rains?
Yeah, it rains sometimes. That's how weather works. It also like is sunny sometimes, and sometimes the clouds are over, and then like wind blows. Yeah, that's how the weather works.
I'm sorry, did we just meet gender bender Holly?
Eventually the kind of falcon man eventually stands up and takes a step towards Jang. Kind of a little confused, just kind of mostly keeping his eyes fixed on the guy. So yeah, and then sometimes there's like the other grandmasters, and then there's like tournaments of stuff. It's easy money sometimes, except when you get stabbed, that sucks because they use knives.
What kind of money are we
Easy
talking about?
money, eh?
It's prize money. It's people. They look in the city. They pay a lot of money to watch people beat the shit out of each other.
Oh yes, they do.
Eventually, this falcon guy, as he makes his way to Jang, sets his hand on his shoulder and immediately just, do I know you from somewhere? Jang just, no. Do I know you from somewhere? Oh, you know what? It feels kind of racist, but you remind me of a friend. And
Whoa,
the guy
got
just,
him,
oh, got him. You good? You good?
It's
Whoa.
the first time that
It's
we've ever had the
infected
ancient
me.
ones come
Whoa.
upstairs.
Whoa.
God has ascended. He's reached enlightenment.
What happens
Don't
when
touch-
you
careful,
get a
don't touch
performance
him.
roll that high in an orgy?
I'm just
Yeah.
Careful, don't touch him. He's a hero.
I'm going
Oh
over.
God.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
God.
Oh, it got
I'm
worse.
staying over here.
Mr.
God.
Stark, I'm not
Oh,
feeling
God.
so good.
I am unafraid.
Oh no, how is it affecting me too? Hold
Oh,
up, stop it.
jeez.
Oh,
Stop
did
it.
you give him a disease, Oko?
No, there was no protection.
Did you give him a
has
virus?
No.
Gotham's got character progression like.
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was kind of a famous singer. No, he was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
So when are we going to the baths?
Oh yeah, they're like in the back. You can just go on ahead, I guess.
Coda
I'm a
just
little more
walks over
curious
then.
about the fight club.
Well, that's a whole other thing. And the
A
Falcon
little
guy,
more curious about getting paid to beat the shit out of people.
the Falcon
I
guy
do
turns
like
over, just like,
Fight Club.
well, you know, if
Love a girl.
you sign up, you normally have to be assigned to one of the schools because they mostly fund it, and then you kind of just punch the shit out of the other guy until they,
Is it only punching?
well, you could, depends on which one. Sometimes you use weapons and you stab him until he stops breathing.
I don't really throw a strong punch, unfortunately.
Okay, you could kick him. Or stab him.
I think
What
I'd
about you,
really-
Goliath?
Yes, this sounds a lot like something I would be familiar with.
Mm. Or even, oh, Koda's.
Already walked
Left.
away.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Coda, as you walk to the counter, there's a smaller young girl who's kind of just sitting at the counter, and she's just kind of scribbling in notes. She's a smaller, like, human girl. Her hair is in a bun. She's wearing, like, a blue dress, or a blue gown of sorts. And she pretty much pays
Coda is
you...
also still wearing a blue dress.
Yes, a blue gown on top of a blue dress. Very fancy.
I heard that this is where do I go for the baths?
Who are you?
I'm with Zhang.
She kind of leans over, look around you, and just... Right. Okay. If you go down the steps, it's to the left, and then the hallway down, it's the second door on your right. Or first door on your right. Well, it depends. It doesn't matter. Just downstairs, left building.
Okay. And yeah, Coda does that.
Okay. And as you
Coda's
walk,
in the baths first.
as you walk around the counter and make your way down the stairs, she just kind of just watches you and just... Okay. The Falcon guy reaches out his hand to introduce himself to you guys. The name's Antonio.
That's a name I should write down.
Are you writing down my name? The last name is Hawkins.
Of course it is.
Mm-hmm. And you can see this puzzled look on Jane's face as he just slowly starts to piece things together. You know, I had a friend who had a name just like that. And he looks over just... Jang, I am your friend.
Plot twist.
Da-na-na.
Jang says, Nah, he was a different color. Jang, I changed colors. Nah, you're not him. His name was Tony. Jang, it's me. I'm Big Tony. No,
Tiny Hawk.
no, you're Antonio. You just said your name's Antonio. I know you're lying to me now. Now you're just playing with my feelings, and I know you're a liar. He was a famous singer. He used to do all kinds of cool shit for money. Jang, we used to play in taverns for money. That's what we did. Yeah, but your name's not Tony Hawk. That would be stupid. Your name's Antonio Hawkins. That's a dumb name. And Jake just kind of turns around and walks away.
Well, no, now that
skip.
Jang sings, I really want to hear that.
That's why is I'm a chameleon. Okay, and anyways, what were we talking about? Punching people, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so the fight's like once a month,
Fuck.
usually, which is in 3 days, I think.
Yay, where do I sign up?
Well, you have to be part of one of the schools,
Right.
which,
is that?
you know, well, it's free normally if you just ask Grandmaster Wu. I wouldn't ask the other ones, even though they're here, unless you want Wu to kick your ass. Kind of a
Right.
dick, but you know he's a good teacher.
You don't mess with the woo.
What do you teach here?
What do you mean? What does he teach you here?
Just like your school of martial arts, right?
Yeah, you think Wu names things? Oh, you haven't messed with Mr. Wu. He's kind of a dumbass. Anyways, but you didn't hear that from me. That's not important. And he kind of points at the grandmasters in the corner. He points at the table of all the guys in kind of white uniforms. Now over there, that's Grandmaster Lin. They stab. They're kind of dickheads. I don't like them. And then Antonio kind of lifts up his shirt and shows like all these like scars. Yeah, they cheat. Except like it's totally in the rules that I agreed to. But they cheat. And he points at the other table of all the guys that have like the little gold armor bits. Now over there, it's Grandmaster Willis. They punch really hard. And also like half of them are dwarves, which I feel like is also cheating. Because they're like waist height. They're like perfect nut punching height.
Smaller
They'll
hitboxes.
punch me in the knees.
Yeah, you can just kick them.
Like playing oddball in 007.
Yeah. And he points at the last table. And over there, that's Grandmaster Wong. I'm not really sure what they do. I'm never put in the same bracket as them.
You sure you don't have the wrong idea?
They might be doing things the Wong way.
I would hope they're doing things the Wong way.
Well, yeah, that's the master, Grandmaster Wong. There's only the Wong way.
I'm not allowed to make these jokes.
I hate it here.
I'm still thinking about the Wu-Tang joke that I made earlier.
Well, I'm still waiting for like Tang to come into this somehow.
Eventually, Antonio
That's
kind of
their
looks
favorite
over
drink?
at Ali and just. So did Jang bring you here for repairs, or why did he bring? Or are you guys all together? Is this like a normal thing? Never seen one met at a brass before.
We are together, yes, as a adventuring group.
Oh, you guys. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. I wish I could do things. My mom said I can't do things.
May I ask about the training dummies?
Oh, well, Master Wu, he kind of put them together. I think he found most of them. I think they were like molds or something. Then he got them to kind of be useful. The other schools be trying to buy them from us, but I don't know how to price them. And also, Wu's kind of stingy.
Do you mind if I take a look at them?
You want to look at? I mean, why don't you go check out Zeke? I feel like that is that now what Jang brought you here for? Is that?
I don't need repairs.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay, I was gonna say you could probably check with Jang and Black Megan and but okay, never mind. That makes sense. Go ahead, look at the wooden
I'll
dummies.
keep that in mind, though.
Okay.
What were their names again?
Jang? You just
The
walked.
person you said does repairs.
Zeke, I think it
Zeke?
was.
Jang? And Black Megan? No, Zeke's also getting repaired, but that's...
Oh.
He's coming along.
Zeke is...
In the back. Have you guys... Is this the first time you guys have been here before?
I.
Oh,
If I recall, yes.
you should go ask Jang for a tour. He does that sometimes.
I think we just got that.
No, but I mean like of the back. You guys probably want to like not smell like poop, sweat, disappointment, and bad life choices,
Fine.
Disappointment and
coffee,
regret.
spit.
Any other gland bearing beings should let's just go take a fucking bath.
Blood.
Yes. Bath and then talk to Wu, because I like money and punching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's Jang's kind of just at the counter. So if you guys go up to Jang, he's just kind of sitting there talking to the little girl.
Alright, if another random person tells me I need a fucking bath, I'm gonna scream. Where do I go?
I can. Why don't you show them where the path is, and then I'll take care of the shop, and then you can. The little girl just sighs and just, okay, fine. I will show you guys where everything is, so you guys can leave me the fuck alone. And she just waves you guys all over, does a complete 180, and just begins to walk out of the little restaurant area. Eventually, you guys are led down the stairs into like this little courtyard. There are 3 separate buildings. The little girl gets her name. She's known as Mai Wu. The quick summary of what you guys would have figured out is eventually she is the adopted daughter of Grandmaster Wu. So she points over to the left is the baths, to the right is a sort of sleeping quarters, and the larger building towards the back of the courtyard is Wu's house that has been divided in certain areas, and that's where they keep Zero.
The Zero?
Yeah, that's what he calls himself. Everyone else kind of calls him Zeke, but I mean, I call him Zero. I don't know why you would call him by like not his name. It's kind of stupid. And after doing so, you can. Ali would see her just blankly kind of stare at your face.
Is that the one that the other person was saying you might have wanted to go talk to? Allie? Zeke?
Yeah. Zeke.
Oh, wait. Your name's Ali? Is that like... What is it short for?
Alethus.
Okay, that's not a number. Okay. Alright. That's a little weird. I'm not gonna ask questions. So anything else you guys want, you can bathe that way. And then I guess Jang will show you guys where to sleep. It's that way.
Do you mind showing me to Zeke?
No, Jang can do that. I'm gonna go make sure
Noted.
that dog shit isn't doing something stupid again before I go back to my homework. So I will be back. And she immediately just sprints off. And you guys are just left in the middle of the courtyard with like no direction.
Well, bars are through there. These. So
What is your guys' passive perception?
terrible.
How's that calculated again? It's like 10 plus.
It's
It
10
was
plus
same.
your... It's 10 plus your perception score.
Should Coda's passive perception
13.
also be in play here?
Yeah.
Mine's 9.
Mine's 13.
9.
I have 14.
Okay.
12.
So Coda, the way the bathhouse is kind of set up is the top floor is kind of a calm sort of like dining area, I guess. No, it's inconspicuous. There's a staircase that goes down. An underground is like this. Well, underground springs. Everything is kind of like in sectioned rooms. But the larger like bathing area is to the right, while the left has like more individualized rooms. It smells nice. There's separate areas. There's just theme. It's warm, and the water just kind of flows in and out. So whatever the shit comes off your body, it is out. Nothing's gonna linger.
Are there any other? Were there any people there when she got there?
Nope. Well, actually,
Cool.
yes. They would be one of the guy you would see coming up the stairs, and they wouldn't really address you. They would just look at you a little confused. He is a. I don't want to. No, I think he is. Yeah. So he is the null, or they are a null. As they pass you by. Pretty much, it looks like everyone that kind of works in this place is some kind of beast race, save for the little girl named Mai.
Okay, but is Coda naked at this point yet, though?
If you want to be naked, you're naked. There's no one else down there with you.
Well, as in like at the bath.
Yeah.
Are there holding cubbies for the? Is this
They're
a
little-
normally?
No, it's like a private thing. It's not like a public bathhouse. Any area that would like be able to hold your stuff is kind of like left on. There's like tables and stuff where you put your things. There's not like cubby holes. So if you wanted to like put your stuff away, you could do it and just kind of sort it away.
Okay,
Like
so
shelves.
I think Coda waits for that person to like walk out of the room because you said he was just passing by, and
Yeah,
then
he was
she
like
takes...
as you're going down the staircase, he's going up. He just passes.
Okay. Yeah. So when she gets there and sees that she's alone, she does that. She strips, grabs a towel, and gets in.
Okay, simple enough. Let me double check the last one. Well, before I say something and fuck everything up for myself. Yeah, okay. So Allie, you would notice in the distance, kind of hiding beside the main building, this small green robed figure, and you can see this long black beak poking out of it. And it's just kind of hiding behind the side of the building. It's not very good at it, but it's trying to hide. And it's smaller, but maybe stands around 3 feet tall, which would lead you to believe it's younger child, maybe.
Okay. Would I know what it is?
Yeah, I guess so. You would have enough reason to assume it's a Kenku.
I love Kankus.
Oh, it only gets better from here.
Does it seem to be... Does it seem to be curious or like what is its disposition?
Roll perception.
Okay. 12. Not great.
I mean, it doesn't seem like it's meaning any harm. It seems more like a child's curiosity. He's maybe about the same height as the little girl. He's just kind of standing there, just kind of like watching you guys.
Well, I wouldn't go in the bathhouse because I don't want to tarnish my brass at all. Don't want it to rust by any means. so I'd probably just wait just outside the bathhouse.
Simple enough. There's there's like one bench outside of each of the buildings.
Okay, yeah, I'll sit down then.
And the rest of you guys doing are, I'm assuming, bathhouse or wandering around?
Bathhouse.
Bathhouse.
Goliath.
Both.
Okay. Well, you guys all make it to the bathhouse.
So does Coda notice them walk in now?
You would notice Ursa. Goliath and Autumn would probably go to the other one.
All right.
Except,
I thought you
Each
said
room-
there was only one.
no, there's two on the right side.
Okay.
Except they're not separated by gender. They're simply just numbered. 1 and 2.
Interesting. And Ursa just happens to walk into the one that Coda's in.
I mean, unless you guys want to pick different ones. I'll let you guys facilitate.
I
If I'm
appreciate what you
walking-
just did.
If I'm walking towards with Godam and Goliath, she'll probably go in the one that Godam and Goliath are going into.
Oof.
So which one are you two going into, Gotham and Goliath? The one closest to you guys would be 1.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
All right, I'll follow Goliath.
This is my
Roll
favorite.
D2, right?
Yeah. Well, I've got a coin.
Yeah,
here with me.
you also could just roll a d2 and the number is the actual fucking room.
Or a D4 odds and evens.
Okay, I lost the coin. I'm gonna do that.
Batting 1,000 tonight.
Really depends on how uncomfortable Goliath might be. I mean,
He
Godam's
doesn't
already
care.
seen
He grew
everything.
up in a village in the fucking mountains.
So you guys have a nice
Two?
bonding session.
I would have picked 2 as well.
Coda's all by herself, chilling.
Yeah, I guess. I think she was sitting there like expecting something, and then nothing happened.
Oh, no,
And
something
she was
happened.
done. Okay. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Eventually, as you guys
No,
get all
something
settled,
happens.
Another individual. Eventually, you guys can hear the footsteps. I mean, it's not, a quiet place by any means. But you can hear the footsteps of someone going down the steps, and Coda, they would enter your room. And it's this larger, kind of fat, kind of lizard folk guy. The scales are white.
Coda absolutely covers up when he walks in.
And you just, oh, okay, oh, all right.
Is
Are you?
am I in the wrong bath?
No, it's I'll just sorry. And he just walks out. And the three
Best
of you,
RP.
he walks into your room. The other spring says, okay. No, so you guys, okay. I'm just gonna,
Sorry, did he walk into ours?
yeah. That's
Goliath just waves.
What's wrong? You here for a bath?
here for sitting alone in the water, alone with my thoughts. I'm gonna, and then he just walks out, closes the door
You're
behind him.
welcome to. Okay.
He walks back into the same room with Coda and silently
Oh,
goes and takes the furthest location away from Coda.
And Coda is definitely covered up and very concerned.
Yeah, he just kind of sits in fetal position on the other side of it. Just kind of
Oh, jeez.
does not look at you,
Man,
just kind of sits there.
I've been there.
Face forward.
Kind of sinks below. You just see the top half of his head, just enough to breathe and not drown himself underwater.
Oh,
Coda's
I know
like
that mood.
Coda's like almost. It feels like she's almost done, but like she doesn't know if she should get out and risk the chance of him seeing anything.
Yike.
As you sit there kind of quietly, it's after a long, awkward silence, he just, is this, your first time here?
Yes.
Cool.
You're regular here, I guess?
Yeah, I live here.
I mean, that pretty much answers the question.
Yeah, are you, and he immediately just sinks underneath the water.
Oh.
I think Coda does about the same.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ.
Bonding.
Oh, yeah, great
I will
time.
say on the fact
You're
of timelines and how things work, Ali, he would have met him as he entered in. He would have
Okay.
introduced himself as Bao Su Sung.
Bow. Okay, I can spell that. Believe it or not.
I love
I
how
have
I
it
love
saved.
how
I'm gonna post all the information later.
I love how the two different bonding experiences between between the two different ends of the disaster lesbian club here, which is Yursa's bonding with another person is getting in an orgy with them, and Koda's bonding is awkwardly sitting in opposite sides of the path.
So he's a lizard folk?
He's a fat white lizard folk.
Okay.
His scales are kind of like, I wouldn't say like metallic, but they are far more reflective than like white scaled.
Iridescent?
Yeah, it's not like
Okay.
chromatic silver. It's kind of like dulled a little bit. I would say like gray whitish. Like his
like
scales
an
are kind of
ash
mixed.
gray.
Yeah, it's like mixed a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's definitely not. It doesn't seem like he's like pure lizard folk, at least from what you saw.
Mm.
And as he was walking in, he very much was not robed up like the rest. He had walked to the bathhouse from the quarters, just only in the towel, waddled all the way over.
You came prepared.
All
Yeah.
right.
Good man.
Wait, is this
No.
another white scaled lizard folk?
Yeah, but it's not the same.
No judgment.
Okay.
Oh, the one thing. Sorry, I forget notes. The one thing that's interesting about him is his left hand. Or wait, yeah, his left hand, is orange. So the scales on his left hand up to his like bicep is orange.
Hmm.
But in it, you can still see little bits of like white scales.
Okay. Kind of like an albino, kind of
Sorta.
yellowish orange.
No, it's like Oko's hair orange.
Okay.
Like burger bun orange.
Burger
Oh,
reflection white.
okay.
No.
Wow. Wow.
Oko's a
I-
hamburger. She got buns in her hair too. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oko love burger. Oko is burger.
Yeah, live with that
Okay.
now.
She loved
I
the
just-
burger. She
I-
is the burger.
I just they're so good, okay? They're really good.
Is that Kenku still watching?
They really haven't moved.
I'm definitely going to actually like look dead on at them and just wave slightly.
As you do so, the Kenku immediately turns around. And then looks back at you. And then turns around. And looks back at you. And then kind of looks around and then kind of steps out of hiding. And just kind of stands there.
How far away are they?
From where you were, they're probably a good 100 feet or so.
Okay.
Gotta do like math of like how I have the whole fucking blueprint of this place in yards,
Yeah,
so I gotta
yeah.
like convert it to fucking feet.
Yeah.
Freedom units.
Okay.
Like yards are any better. Who the fuck uses yards instead of Great Bitten? Bitten? It's
Bitten?
bitten now. Yeah, it's bitten now. Great Bitten. They bit enough more than they can chew.
Take a old bite out of England.
Why did my music stop playing?
It sensed the awkward atmosphere.
And I was like, hey, do I have spooky music? Spooky music would be funny.
I'm sorry, I'm watching football and he missed the game-winning kick.
Of
Oof.
course. I don't do anything else in terms of addressing them. I just kind of try to make myself look as, I don't know, normal as possible, whatever that means for a humanoid. Just casual, I guess.
Make a performance check
Oh, that's gonna be awful.
on how well you can people.
Ah, yes.
That's gonna be a 4, Yuki.
Human
Oh yeah,
music.
you feel like
music.
you're doing pretty well.
I do exactly what I would do in real life. I
When you-
look as awkward and like make myself as like
To anyone else
shrunken
watching
as
and observing the
possible.
situation, Ali is 100% giving this poor child a death stare. A
Oh,
literal
God.
100 feet fucking death stare.
Oh,
when you try
God.
to act not high in public.
Oh, I know that all too well.
Eventually, you know, the little Kenku would make its way towards you. Anything you guys are doing in the bathhouse specifically other than being not dirty?
Yours is gonna, just casually talk with Gotham and Glass. Just, break the ice, get to know her traveling companions a little bit more.
And it took you guys like a week.
I mean, like,
Only took an orgy.
Yeah.
it took an orgy. She's been, like, chatting with folks. Like, one of the very first things that she did when they were all in the wagon together was, like, get everyone to open up about, like, their goals and shit, right?
Yeah, since Coda told me all about her past traumas, you guys must too.
Yeah.
Coda really setting the bar.
Yep.
God damn it, Coda.
Begin the overshare now.
Okay, well, however long you guys stay there, you guys are relaxed.
Oh, yeah, yours
Ali-
is gonna stay in there an uncomfortable amount of time.
Okay. However wrong you want to get prune hands, that's up to you. After about an hour or so,
Yay.
Bao kind of gets out of the spring and walks along the furthest edges of the room away from Coda and then leaves.
And then Coda gets up and tries to dry herself off and puts. Well, I mean, she's not wearing that much clothes anyway, so puts her clothes back on.
Yeah.
As we
Coda's
can
still
see
wearing
from
the
this picture
gown
right over
at this
here.
point.
Oh yeah,
As we can see
perfect
from this
timing.
depiction.
Perfect timing. Oh, it's gone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, did she change out of the gown before she got to the bathhouse, or is this like she's gonna be changing now that she's all clean?
Oh yeah, she was in her dress. I
Yeah.
think. Oh man, I think she might be. I think honestly, she might end up washing the dress as well, so she might be in there a little while longer.
Washing
Okay.
the dress in
In
the
the-
hot tub?
By
That's
hand.
pretty gross.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
The
Ali-
thing is, Gotham offered to clean shit too.
Yeah, but you slept with Yersa.
That's true.
Okay, but let me get it with this way right now is that Coda, she may not have much experience with sex, but she damn well knows how to take care of herself in the wild, so she knows how to clean a dress by hand in a river.
This is in the river.
Yeah,
I
so
live in a
Ali,
van down by the river.
as time-wise would work, by the time Bao leaves the bathhouse is about the time that this small Kenku makes its way to you kind of strangely. Halfway through the way to you, it instead of like walking normally, it eventually just kind of is crawling to you on like fours, like very strangely.
Like the Grudge.
Yeah, just like slowly crawling like a curious dog.
Okay.
And the lizard folk kind of makes his way out and just... What the fuck? What? Dog shit, what the fuck are you doing? And the
Sorry,
Kenku just
what?
looks over at him and just... Their head cocks and just... They're people. You could just talk... You could... I don't know why the fuck I'm saying this. I can't fucking talk to people. And he just walks away.
Big mood.
big mood.
Eventually, the Kenku kind of makes its way to you and just kind of sits right next to you and just stares right up at you. And at the proximity, it's pretty apparent that it's pretty much a child.
Hello.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Not really.
Wait, does this Kenku have its own voice?
No.
Okay.
What's your name?
Kenku kind of shuffles a little bit. Just dog shit.
So I didn't hear that wrong.
No.
Okay. I am Alethus.
And it just, dog shit just kind of nods at you.
Conversation for the ages.
Yeah, this is riveting.
Two very socially awkward characters strike a conversation.
At this point, you know, the restaurant closes up. Enough times pass that Jang makes his way down and just kind of, oh, you guys are just, you guys are just meeting everyone today, I guess. Just gonna, did Poe come out yet? Is he in the bathhouse?
I didn't see him.
Oh, okay.
I saw a certain lizard folk and this Kenku.
Yeah, yeah.
We've already met.
Oh, okay. Yeah. She knows not to swear anymore because that's all she learned. But we're not gonna unpack that today. That's another story. I'm gonna go look for Poe. And he just kind of steps to the side and kind of crab walks into the bathhouse. And eventually makes his way down. Coda, did you already leave?
I think Coda has just changed into her normal clothes because she's realizing that she's not going to be able to dry this dress very quickly.
Is this the Ministry of Silly Walks?
Until you see someone high kicking.
We did.
As you figure out what to do with your dress, Jang kind of opens the door touch spring and just, did you jump in with the dress?
No, no. Coda is wearing her normal clothes right now.
Yeah, but he sees that it's wet. He's asking you.
I was just cleaning it. I figured that if I was that dirty, I'd.
In the spring?
Yeah.
Like we can do laundry. Like we can just.
It's dry clean only.
We could do that.
Spring's not dry.
And this is the opposite of dry. What the fuck? This is not.
Wait a second. No, Coda is saying, what's laundry?
Why are you like this? Is everyone else like this? Oh my god, are you guys using this to clean clothes? And he immediately just leaves. And as soon as, whatever you guys are doing, at that point, Jang just fucking swings the door open and just, you guys aren't cleaning clothes in here, are you?
Yours is just like naked, sitting down, just arms like up on the back of the bath. And I'm just saying, like, that was just a little too much for a beer, you know?
The other two completely naked as well, just nodding.
Just nodding and vibing.
Jake.
Coda walks out into the corridor with the dress wrapped around her neck like a cloak, and that's what Allie sees.
Oh.
Like a cape.
Hi, Jang. Is everything okay?
The friendly hand.
Okay. And he just looks away and just kind of brings a hand to just shield his eyes. Are you guys?
Is that about our clothes?
Okay, you guys are normal. That's nice. Just needed to make sure you
normal?
guys weren't
Define normal.
Gotham's
taking a
gonna look down and say, "Oh, that's reassuring."
I'm gonna go now. Don't put your clothing in the water.
Who
When
would put their clothing in the water?
Oh, shit.
Honestly, you would be surprised. Or maybe not.
Well,
I feel like it's not surprising.
On that note, is there a means to also wash your clothing? I hate putting on dirty clothes on a clean body,
Yeah,
you know what I
I
mean?
mean, I can take care of it.
We can just get you.
That'll work.
That's great.
Okay, or you can fucking use Magic Boy for clothing. You're not fucking do laundry that I'm gonna fucking fold anyways. And he just kind of closes the door, just mumbles himself and just leaves.
Bye, Jang.
Yeah, man.
Allie,
Zhang
when
now
she-
walks out to see the
Allie,
cape.
Allie, when she sees Coda, is just. Is this what you call a fashion statement?
I'm just making sure that it dries.
I call this poor life choices.
For once, I concur.
I'm just wondering when Zhang's gonna learn how to knock.
I think we all like broke Coda.
Like, we could just. You know what? I'm not even gonna. You know what you're doing, obviously. We're just. The sleeping quarters are. And he looks over at Allie, just. Never mind, you're not gonna use them anyways. He looks over at Coda and just points. We need beds over there. Just. I'm gonna go.
She points at door. She points at door number 2 and says, "In there."
No. The building that right in front of your fucking face.
Oh,
That one.
I'm
Zhang's so
gonna be
tired
honest.
of our shit.
Out of character right now. I'm gonna be honest. I think Coda has just completely been out of it, and also she's been in the bath for too long. I think she's lost.
You also drank like a billion pints of beer, so
Yes.
you're just.
She is just not okay right now, and I think she will walk into door number 2 anyway.
You're gonna go back into the bathhouse?
She walks into the yes, she walks back into the bathhouse because I think she gets turned around while talking to both Allie and Zhang.
Zhang would 100% grab you. No, not again. And just that way, Bao should be in there. It maybe he can show you where sleep go.
Who's Bao?
The fucking fat guy.
Oh,
Wow.
oh,
Well.
oh, that guy. I don't think he likes me.
He did. Well, he's. And Zhang looks over at Ali for a second and just. He's, not socially. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Anyways, go over there.
With Zhang's guidance, Kodo walks into the place. What does it look like, and where's the nearest bed where she will immediately flop down onto right now?
This place is kind of set up like a strange corridor of just all these like kind of individual rooms. I love it, sliding doors, literal paper thin walls. You know what a Tanami mat room is? I assume.
Yes, I know what a Tommy mat.
Pretty much every single one of these rooms is that.
Are they each individual rooms? I'm just asking.
Yeah, they're all individual rooms. And each of these rooms
Cool.
has a bed that could, in theory, fit 2 people or one really fat guy.
Wait, if Zhang is leading Koda in,
No, he's
does
not. He
Zhang
pointed.
tell?
He-
Okay.
He did not.
Well, I
lead you
mean, well, the second time, I'm pretty sure you said he grabbed her.
Yeah, he just kind of spun you around the correct direction and nudged you.
Okay. Coda walks in and looks for the nearest open room that doesn't look populated.
I mean, the closest room you can see the door is like not. I mean, all the rooms
Isn't populated. Does it look like there's people there? There are people staying there.
Roll
like,
perception.
You know, they got their phone charging or something.
With magical crystals to charge their eye spell.
Their eye tome.
Their eye tome.
That's a 10.
I mean, the door looks ajar. I mean, you can see some of the rooms are closed. The one that's closed, you can see someone else in there.
Is there a room that's completely, like, door completely open?
Not really. All the doors are kind of like mostly halfway. Or like cracked open. The closest one is like half open.
Okay, then Coda goes into that one, closes the door, walks over to the... Is it a bed on the ground
Okay,
or
as soon as you walk in and close the door, you can see Bao literally huddled in the corner, facing the corner of the wall, just sitting there, facing the corner.
Coda looks at him.
That's creepy as hell.
Walks back out. Just like without a word, walks back over, walks back out, leaves the door halfway as she made it in, and then goes to the next one that's halfway open.
It's empty.
That's the one. She closes the door, walks over to whatever bed there is, and falls down onto it, and she is out like a light switch.
Wet dress still draped over her shoulders.
Yes.
Oh
I think
boy.
on her back she's sleeping
You're gonna
on
sleep
her
on
face.
a wet dress?
No, not
Oh.
on a wet dress. The wet dress is like
on
it's
her.
effectively her blanket.
That's the worst blanket.
That's how we catch a cold.
Yeah.
The worst blanket ever.
How? No, give her exhaustion or whatever. That's what she does. She is not okay right now.
Can I talk to Jang before they leave?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're still in the bathhouse. They're having a bonding session. Jang would just kind of pick up dog shit. That's a wild sentence to think about.
Yeah.
And just kind of just holds them in his arms like a little toddler. It's kind of okay. I heard you wanted to look at a thing.
Yes. I heard of someone named Zeke.
What the fuck? Why are these idiots still calling? No. Well, yes, we can go. Let's just go. I'm not even. If people are stupid today, and I'm not here for it. He would lead you into the main building, and the building. It looks like it's very much the Grandmaster's personal quarters. You can see all these things hung on the wall, these weapons, all these other tools. Very much looks sort of like a workshop, and Jang takes a step inside and leads you to one of the other rooms, and pulls up one of these kind of mats on the floor. It's kind of like a secret door, and it's like a small little staircase that goes underground. And as you're led underneath, inside is another Kenku, much larger. You can see her kind of painting away at some other things, and you can see what looks like a warforged, or at least the remains of it. And it's hoisted on some kind of hook, as it just kind of dangles there, and it's incomplete. The entire lower half seems to be like ripped from it. The left arm is missing from the bicep down. But the right hand, it seems, while it also ends at the bicep, you can see that the right hand is been spliced or meant to merge with what looks like some kind of white dragonic hand. And you can see the claws are much longer and exaggerated. And this Warforged, it seems to be almost made out of porcelain, like white porcelain, and it's been decorated in these bright blue floral patterns. The only metal you can kind of see is wiring underneath it, or pistons and things, but his face is gold. And on the forehead, you can see the tag, I guess, or of Z00.
Z00.
Now, it's about that time, guys, so I don't know if you guys want to keep going or if some of y'all need to sleep.
This seems like as good a place as any to call it.
Okay.
E.
Simple enough. Well,
Names.
that is the end.
Names.
Yeah, names. I had them saved. I had to
Yeah, I had to write down like 10 names.
I had to cultivate the list that I was like, all right, which of these characters are we not meeting tonight? I don't need to post them. Let's see, who can we raid today? Too late, I found someone.
Okay.
Wow. Moves
We're
quick.
gonna raid
Easy.
Yancha because, all right, yeah, it's too late. I already said the name. We're raiding Yancha.
Okay.
Okay, thank you everyone joining.
Thank you for a session. Thank you for DMing.
Yes, thank you.
Day Nacho. Let me.
Oh, I'm so tired.
Okay, give me a second.
Oh my god. Yukurachisu. Thanks so much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders, to the Yanshigogo channel. Yo, yo, yo. You know what time it is. You know what fucking time it is. It's Among Twerk Thursdays, baby. Hold on. Let's turn the sound off for this. Hello? Transform? Transform? Did you say transform? Okay, let me spit on you first. You disgusting piece of shit. Okay. Okay, ready? Are you ready? Because we're about to fucking transform, okay? Where's my wand at? Where's my magic wand at? Alright, let's go find a fucking wand here. Actually, to transform, we must take a sip. Okay? Cheers. Yum. Delicious. Ready?
currently.
Although I
Yeah.
think that's like with the tournament. Okay,